So students have three choices for music at Year 12. Most of them probably already know this, but there are some that like to come in at Year 11 or 12 and just do performance, and that is one of the options that they can do. So at Year 12 they have that choice. They can do a performance stream, music explorations or music studies. So for performance it is just that, it is just pure performance for the year. They have to choose an instrument which can include voice, and they do 6 to 8 minutes of performing on that instrument on their own and 6 to 8 minutes in an ensemble every term. And so that is the majority of their assessment for the year, and that is the majority of what they do for the entire year. It's just work on their instrument. So that's a really good choice for those students that like to do music, like to play an instrument, but are a bit scared off by the theory or haven't done either Year 10 or Year 11 music before, feel like they don't have the theory knowledge that they need for it. And so I'll say this about all three subjects. The career pathways that we tend towards with music are kind of obvious. The musician ones, the performance ones, you can end up playing something like with the ASO or in a rock band or in a pit band for like musical theatre or something like that. But then also some of these topics lead more towards composing or towards music adjacent things like a music accountant or music lawyer. It can be very helpful for a lot of different other vocations to have that music background if that's what you're excited by. For music performance, you do actually do 2 subjects that are 10 units each, and you end up making the equivalent of a usual 20-unit subject. So the solo and ensemble are 2 separate 10-unit subjects, but you just go to class as you normally would. And so for music explorations, it is what it sounds like. You are exploring music. Now for this subject and music studies, there is a lot of flexibility in what you can do. So for music explorations, you can spend the entire year doing compositions or arrangements, or you can spend the entire year focusing on your instrument. And the 30% externally assessed bit is one large work that you do towards the end of the year. So this doesn't have an exam. And for music studies, that is generally considered the more difficult one to do. That is the one that has an exam. That is the one that you do need to have some theory in the past for, in fact quite a bit of theory.